What is up, guys? Welcome back to Dan's Reviews, and today I'm back for another Walking Dead video for today. This one, we're going to go way back in this video. We are going to talk about The Walking Dead Season 1. We are going to discuss, this is going to be a new little series I'm going to be doing for every season of The Walking Dead, except for, of course, Season 10, because we already did this for Season 10. We're going to do all the other 9 seasons of Walking Dead, every, week, 2 weeks, we're going to do another one of these, where we're going to go through the worst to best episodes of each season of The Walking Dead, but starting off with The Walking Dead worst to best episodes from Season 1. Okay, guys, so this is going to be doing another Walking Dead video for today. Of course, this one we're going to be doing our very first video for the Walking Dead worst to best episodes of each season. We're going to do this for every season. I don't know if this is going to be weekly. It could be bi-weekly. I don't know. It just depends on really whenever I can get a chance to do these videos. Because what I did, basically, if you guys don't know, I did a marathon of the Walking Dead series all the way through from the beginning, all the way to here. And basically, after I was done every season, one of the biggest reasons why I did that is so I can do these videos. And I can basically, what I decided to do is once I finished marathoning a season, I decided to rank them all from worst to best, and these are the lists I basically do. So I did this for all the seasons. I'm currently just finishing up. I've got 2 episodes left of Season 8 of The Walking Dead to watch. Then I'll be going into Season 9, so I'm very excited to rewatch Season 9 because I just absolutely love that season so much. But yeah, anyway, so I've basically, every season all the way up to Season 7 so far, I'm about to, once I'm done watching Season 8, I'll rank all those episodes. But I'm writing down a list of all the episodes of the season and ranking them from worst to best, basically. So this is my list. This is the one I made for The Walking Dead Season 1. Now, obviously for Season 2 and mostly Season 3 to, 9, the videos will be a lot longer because we'll have more episodes to go through. This video will be a lot shorter because I don't have as many episodes to actually discuss. So for Season 2, a little bit, but specifically Season 3 to Season 9, because we have those 16 episodes, it will be a lot more difficult to do. Now, for Season 10, I already did this list a little bit, I think about a month ago maybe, or 2 months ago, something like that. I did this list for Season 10, and I know a lot of people enjoyed it, so I figured, okay, I'll do this for the other seasons, and I won't do them all the time. They'll just be every week to 2 weeks, maybe, is, what my plan is for these, because we are still going to be on break probably for a little while for The Walking Dead, which is still so unfortunate to even think of. So, anyway, let's get started. Let's talk about it. So, at the number 6 spot, we're going to start off. Number 6, my least favorite episode of The Walking Dead Season 1 is Season 1, Episode 5, Wildfire. Now, this is an episode that I have to admit is a very good episode, and I'm going to just say this. I think that every single episode of Season 1 are great episodes. They really are. And honestly, especially rewatching them, I heavily enjoyed this season a lot. And I always have. Season 1 has always been an amazing season to me. And it's so, this is the season that got me into The Walking Dead. So, of course, I love the season. Otherwise, I probably wouldn't have watched the rest of the show if I didn't like the first season, But I will definitely admit, putting, Season 1, Episode 5 as my least favorite of this season, it's mainly because of how slow it is. But that does not say anything about the episode minus that, because honestly, this episode has a lot of great character scenes and a lot of great heartfelting moments. It really does. Especially Andrea and saying goodbye to her sister and waiting until she turns and all that kind of stuff. I like that stuff. I think that's really good. And Jim, and also seeing how he deals with, dying and turning into a zombie potentially, and having kind of these nightmare flashes of him potentially being a zombie and attacking everybody else. It's really cool. And they bring in the CDC into this as well, which I think is really interesting. Of course, this is the episode when Morales left, of course, and we all know when he returns. But I really like this episode a lot. I have a lot of respect for this episode, even though it's my least favorite. That does not say anything. Even though it's a bit slower than the other episodes, it's still a very good episode. Now, moving on to number 5, this is going to really surprise a lot of people. I can guarantee this. Moving on to number 5 is going to be Season 1, Episode 6, TS19. Now, the reason why I say that is because, I feel like a lot of people are going to be like, wait a second, Dan, you rate the finale as a number 5 spot on this list? I know, but just give me a chance to explain myself. Listen, I love this finale, I do, but it is a lot less kind of exciting and eventful than the other season finales. This is a very good episode. The CDC is kind of interesting, but I do feel like for a season finale, I feel like this shouldn't have been the season finale. I feel like they should have done something else. Maybe even them going back to see if the Vatos are still alive for a finale would have been more exciting. Maybe maybe they get attacked by a zombie herd or something, you know? We saw in the deleted scenes, which I love the deleted scenes of Season 2. Season 2, Episode 1, the deleted scenes that they deleted with them going to the, try to see if the Vatos are still alive. Maybe they should have done that for a season finale or something. I don't know. I feel like that would have been made more sense, because having an episode at the CDC be your last episode, it's exciting when they're trying to get out of there, and then Carol is kind of the hero, and she's like, I found this in your pocket, and they, you know, it blows up and stuff, but I still feel like it's just, I don't know, I don't know, I feel for a finale, it's just a little kind of underwhelming, but for a regular episode of The Walking Dead, and that's why it's not my least favorite of this season either, because I feel like for, you know, an episode 5, or like for a number 5 spot in this list, I'm putting it to that point, because honestly, I feel like as a regular episode, if you don't look at this as a season finale, this is still a very good episode. You know, you can't deny it. There's still a lot of exciting scenes in this episode. So, yeah, moving on to number 4 is going to be The Walking Dead Season 1, Episode 3, Tell It to the Frogs. Now, this is a very exciting episode, and this is a very emotionally just kind of rewarding episode at the same time, too, because we finally get to see Rick find his family, and after 3 episodes, and this is how great the writing is, after 3 episodes, that is like the best scene ever, to see him find his family again, you know? As well as kind of the beginning. This episode is the beginning of the drama between Rick, Lori, and Shane, and that kind of, the fight for Lori kind of begins in that episode. Not Rick versus Shane so much, but at the same time, it kind of does. You know, and you can look at it in different ways if you want to, but I just love this episode. And this episode, and the reason why this episode is so important to me as well, this is the introduction to Daryl, which is, you know, who is an amazing character in the Walking Dead series. In my personal opinion, the best character in the show right now. After Rick left, Daryl definitely became my favorite, and seeing his introduction again in this episode, I get the chills just seeing this dude pop up on screen like that. I love it. I think it's amazing. I think Norman Reedus as Daryl, especially in the earlier seasons, just absolutely killed it. I love Daryl in, you know, later seasons, but there's something about Daryl, I don't know what it is, in the earlier seasons of Walking Dead that we just still don't have in the new seasons of Walking Dead, that it really makes me enjoy this version of Daryl a lot. Do you guys know what I mean? Like, Season 1 Daryl, Season 2 Daryl, he's just so awesome. Like, isn't he? Like, he's just, I don't know. I love it. And then also the struggle of let's go get Merle, let's leave him behind, whatever. I love that. I think that's great. Number 3 is going to be The Walking Dead Season 1, Episode 4, Vatos. Now, I know a lot of people don't like the Vatos storyline. I'm just going to say I like it. I think it's really cool. I like seeing a new group of survivors that they're very selfish, as a lot of people would be in the apocalypse. You know, they're like, no, those are my guns, even though it has the sheriff logo on the bag and Rick's wearing a sheriff outfit. Connect the dots. But they don't care. They're just like, these are our guns now, we have them, you know, that's whatever, you know. I like that. And then also this is the episode where the camp is attacked. And I love the stuff with Jim, which I know a lot of people don't like. This gets hated on a lot. When Jim's just like, you know, I'm digging the holes or whatever, this and that. I love how he's like, I remember my dream now and why I dug the holes. I love how that comes back. I think this is a great episode, honestly. They really all team up in this episode too, I think is really cool. Number 2, now this is going to be the part that really throws people off, I feel like. The number 2 spot is going to be The Walking Dead Season 1, Episode 1 pilot. Now, the reason why this is not going to be at number 1, which I feel like is really going to make people wonder, listen, I love this episode, okay? I really love this episode. I think this is the best pilot to a series ever. It had me interested right away. It's 1 hour long and some. It's a really long episode. It's a really exciting episode. It's a really intriguing episode. And they introduce you to this world that is just, you know, amazing. And I absolutely love it. And we get the, you know, the introduction to Rick, Shane, Morgan, Lori, Carl, everybody, Dale. You know, there's only a few characters we really don't see in this episode. I mean, we even hear Glenn's voice at the end. Speaking of Glenn, number 1, and I know a lot of people are really going to wonder why. Number 1 is going to be Season 1, Episode 2, Guts. There's something about this episode, and I know maybe some people will be like, why is this episode better than the pilot? Listen, if you like the pilot more than Guts, Season 1, Episode 1, I totally understand. But there is something about Season 1, Episode 2 that is so much fun. I don't know if it's because of Glenn, or if it's because of Merle, or if it's because of just the group itself, you know, Andrea, T-Dog, Morales, you know, or just a bunch of these characters, you know. There's something so awesome about this episode, and seeing them really become a group in this episode, I just think is absolutely amazing. So much happens in this episode that, I'm sorry, I think episode 2 of season 1 is better. And I love the guts thing as they're walking through. Glenn is freaking out. He's like, I don't want to do this, that type of thing. You know, I love this episode so much. I think it's absolutely amazing. But anyway, I want to hear your list in the comment section below. What do you guys think about this list? Do you agree? Do you disagree? Write that down in the comment section below, guys. And of course, if you're new here, click the subscribe button so you don't miss any of my Walking Dead videos. Follow Dan's Walking Dead reviews on Instagram, guys. I'll be doing one for season 2 pretty soon as well. So stay tuned for that. And I'll see you guys really soon for another Walking Dead video. Enjoy the rest of your day, guys, and peace out.